The Tin Woodman appeared to think deeply for a moment. Then he said, "Do you suppose Oz could give me a heart?" So after listening to Dorothy and the Scarecrow, a sudden thought comes into the mind of the Tin Woodman, and that is that because those two people, they are desiring to get something which they do not have this point of time. He also thinks of having something which he also wishes to have, and something that he himself does not have with himself. What is that? That is heart. So now we have first Dorothy wishing to go back to his house. We have number 2, we have the Scarecrow wishing to have a brain, and number 3 we have the Tin Woodman wishing to have a heart with himself. Why, I guess so. Guess means suppose or think. I guess so, Dorothy answered. It would be as easy as to give the Scarecrow brains. So according to Dorothy, that if the Oz is capable of listening to or sufficing to giving a brain to the Scarecrow, then why does he will not love or allow to have a heart for the Tin Woodman? True, the Tin Woodman returned. So if you will allow me to join your party, I will go to the Emerald City and ask Oz to help me. So the Tin Woodman also proposes to be part of their journey, as he himself wants to have the heart that he desires to have for himself. Come along, said the Scarecrow heartily, and Dorothy asked Dorothy added that she would be pleased to have his company. So the Tin Woodman shouldered his axe. Shoulder here has been used as a verb. Shoulder means to have something on shoulder. His axe, and they all passed through the forest until they came to the road, and that was paved with yellow brick. So the plan of action is being juxtaposed in a few sentences in this paragraph. And what this is about, that the Scarecrow and Dorothy, none of them has any problem in having the Tin Woodman as their companion throughout their journey, and they feel that all of their wishes will be fulfilled, and to have this journey been completed or to be part of their journey, the Tin Woodman shoulders his axe which he has with himself. The Tin Woodman had asked Dorothy to put the oil can in her basket, for he said he should get caught in the rain and rust again. I would need the oil can badly. So because he already has a very terrible experience with being rusted and not being able to move for a large number of time, and thankfully and thanks to God's grace that the Scarecrow along with Dorothy were present there. That is why they have been able to listen to his groans, and they have been able to stop him from being abandoned for a much longer time. So that this thing cannot be repeated, he wishes and he requests in a shorter note to both of them to accompany themselves with that oil can, which will, if required, if in case the rust comes back, in case there is a rain, the oil can will be able to erase the rust that will be coming back to the Tin Woodman. We move on to page 88. It was a bit good luck to have their new comrade join the party, for soon after they had begun their journey again, they came to a place where the trees and branches grew so thick over the road that the travellers could not pass. But the Tin Woodman set to work with his axe and chopped so well that soon he cleared a passage for the entire party. So now if we go through this paragraph is very essential to the part, because firstly we come across here the meaning of the word comrade. Comrade means associate, or we can say acquaintance also. It's a political term being used with the party members or the cadres of the left-fronted parties. This is essential because this paragraph shows us that the kind of utility that the Tin Woodman has. Why? Because at the beginning we do not have him. In the middle of the text we have him. He is saved by Dorothy and by the Scarecrow, and because of being helped out, he is also a person who tries to ease out his help to them. That is why he continues to be part of this journey, he continues to be part of this travel by showing his assistance. And thankfully they are accompanied by him, or thankfully they have him as the part of their clan, as the part of their group. Why? Because after a time being, when they cross the roads, they come across a tree, they come across a road which is full of trees. But thankfully, because this man has the axe with him, and because Tin Woodman has the capability of chopping off trees and forests, he can handle this problem very well. That is why the solution comes very handy with him having the axe. Dorothy was thinking so earnestly as they walked along that she did not notice when the Scarecrow stumbled into a hole and rolled over to the side of the road. Instead, he was obliged to call to her to help him again. So what happens here? Earnestly, the word we have got, earnestly means in a serious manner, that Dorothy was so much engrossed in her thoughts that she did not notice that it was Scarecrow who stumbles, who faces an obligation in front of the road, and he stumbles there. That means he hit the foot against something while walking, and he fell. He fell into a hole, and he almost rolls over to the side of the road. Now, because he does not have her by her side, he was almost kind of forced to pull himself out of that and come back to the road and continue or resume the journey that they have been having. "Why didn't you walk around the hole?" asked the Tin Woodman. "I don't know enough," replied the Scarecrow cheerfully. Cheerfully means joyfully or happily. "My head is stuffed with straw, you know. That is why I am going to the Oz to ask him for some brains." So because the Scarecrow, his head is stuffed with not brain but straws, and because he does not have this kind of magnanimity to think of things properly, he is trying to help himself out so that he can become more smart. In a sense, he can become smarter, he can become more intelligent. That is why he desires to have his brain within his head, and that is why he says that he requires to be more convenient, he requires to be more alert while walking the road, and that is why he needs to have a brain that can only be granted if he goes to the Oz. "Oh, I see," said the Tin Woodman. "But after all, brains are not the best things in the world. Have you any?" inquired the Scarecrow. So now here we come another counterpoint of the Tin Woodman, who believes that having brains is not always the best thing in the world. The reason? "No, my head is quite empty," answered the Tin Woodman. "But once I had brains and a heart also. So having tried them both, I should much rather have a heart." So now here we come across a revelation. The revelation is about the previous life of the Tin Woodman. And what is it about? Is the Tin Woodman, once there was a time when he had both heart and a brain. But after experiencing both of them, now he thinks that it's best or it's better to have a heart rather than having the brain. "And why is that?" asked the Scarecrow. "I will tell you my story and then you will know." So here the Tin Woodman, while being asked the reason why he prefers to have a heart rather than having a brain, he tells the Scarecrow that to know the answer, the latter, that is the Scarecrow, he has to listen to his story. That is the story of the Tin Woodman.